Hello, my name is Dr. Shivam Agarwal, and today we're going to talk about one of the most important aspect of HR domain, that is recruitment, uh, recruitment do's and don'ts. So, first of all, we need to understand the basic concept. What exactly is recruitment? Recruiting is the right people is the key for building a great team and forming a successful company. When you are hiring someone for a job, you must be extra cautious to ensure that the employee you're hiring is the perfect fit. Here's a list of some simple do's and don'ts of recruitment that will enlighten you on common mistakes made by people while hiring, and if you are smart, you will do to tell remember that when you initiate your next response, that has to be hassle free. See why we are telling recruitment is very important for any organization around the world, because if there are wrong people in the organization hired, then there will be a big chaos at the end of the day. Right. So that is what I believe in. Okay. So first of all, we need to take a thorough interview. Thorough interview means the first step is to make sure that you conduct a thorough interview of all the candidates. You should trust the skills of the candidate in the interview, and you should also get to know him or her better. You should be able to judge useful things like whether the person is a team player or not, whether the person has a stable personal life or not, etc. These things playing a very crucial role at the end of the day, because the performance depends on certain factors like technicality, technical skills, like soft skills. So we need to maintain this balance throughout the entire process. Next, we focus on different sort of skills. As I mentioned earlier, the next step should be to focus on the skill level of the candidate rather than giving more importance to your personal relations with the candidate. He may be your nephew or the looks of the candidate. In some jobs like receptionists, looks do matter, but you cannot hire a dumb, beautiful girl, can you? What if a client asks her something about the company and she gives a silly answer? Hence, be smart and rely on the skills of the candidate. So that is what I'm talking about. See, skills playing a very crucial role at the end of the day, right? Skills are not matched or not up to the mark, there will be a big chaos, right? So the most important aspect, apart from main concern, main requisites, we need to trust the freshers as well. Some people place too much importance or put a lot of emphasis on the experience factor. That is absolutely bang on the target. But contrary, we need to understand that uh, experience under the belt is enough to hire a candidate. You should not make the same mistake. You should judge the skills, eagerness to learn, in the sharpness of a candidate mind first. If you think a fresher has more skills and eagerness to learn, then you should give the job to the fresher, as compared to an experienced candidate, stubbornness or what he or she knows about to learn. See, learning playing a very crucial role, right? Because learning that means earning. I hope I'm making some sense here, right? Hire from within. You should always try to hire a resource from within. Try promoting a junior person to a senior level after giving good training to him or her, rather than bringing someone from out of the company. Hiring from within would keep the employees happy and save money for the organization. See, cost of recruitment from outside is very high as compared to cost of recruitment from within the company. Reason, because at least you know what exactly is going on and how people cooperate. So, for example, if a referral is there that it is playing a very crucial role at the end of the day, right? Throughout throughout my career, I give importance to referrals because referrals playing a very crucial role at the end of the day. Because see what I believe throughout my entire career. I belong to HR fraternity, and my domain is in HR. So if you hire from within, then there less you know hassle-free work has been done with a lot of compatibility at the end of the day. Meanwhile, things are like not uh, more complicated while you're talking about the entire process of a recruitment from outside. So that is what I believe in. Throughout this period, somebody has to be there in the system, right? Okay, so background check is very important. If you can't find a person from inside the company, you should hire from outside. But you must remember to do a systematic, methodical background check of the candidate to avoid hiring the wrong person. Why you should follow this practice? Because education and experience credentials playing a very crucial role prior to hiring or recruitment. See, verification is very important at the end of the day. You hire a person who is actually right fit for the job, and that is what I believe in. But background verification and background checking is very important because you never know what happened next, and a person is playing like creating havoc or something like that. So that is what I believe throughout the entire career of mine. Right. Okay. There are certain don'ts which we need to follow when talking about recruitment process. Make fake promises when you're recruiting a new employee. You never ever make fake promises regarding growth, salary, job descriptions. The most common area in which recruiters promise to give more but offers less to the new candidate. This practice is very foolish, as the new employee may leave the organization within a few days if what's promised not delivered by the HR or the management. So you should be smart enough to avoid these kind of lies and malpractices or malpractices throughout the entire process. Because someone is playing a very crucial role, and someone having a lot of hopes and wants and desires, someone having capabilities and caliber, so they need to follow this entire process of this recruitment. So ensure as an HR, do not give false hopes or showing false and negative impressions on the candidates because it will create a bad rapport in the market for a particular organization. So we have to be very careful about it because somewhere down the line we need to understand the basic concept. Recruitment is playing a very crucial role because if you hire a right person or right bunch of people, then the productivity goes up. Otherwise, automatically it goes down throughout this process. And see, people make the organizations, and that is what I believe in throughout my career for a very long time. Big organizations, people are working over there, and they have this, you know, career, family, and blah blah things. So it's very important that we, at the end of the day, as an HR or as an organization, we should avoid these kind of traps. And this is something really absurd part of new joinees or employees. Right? Expect too much. Right? So that is one. Time and again, it's a very negative approach of HR people down the line, because you should also try not to expect too much from a new recruit. Keep the targets of a new recruit easy and give them him or her space to understand how things work with your company. Even an experienced employee would require some time to adjust, and you should give it to him or her. You should also be prepared. Should also be prepared for some mistakes made by the new employee, and handle them very with care, because employee feels that he or she is neglected or heard the job right, and he or she may quit. So that is what I believe in. Don't put unrealistic expectations on the shoulders of new employee or new recruits. Reason, they got distracted, they might be fall in, and that's very drastic situation for the organization or the companies throughout. So we need to understand this concept throughout the entire process. Give them short like targets, like visible uh, targets, so that they can achieve throughout their tenure. Because every new recruit or employee looking for some positivity throughout their tenure in the beginning itself. Then later on, it depends on the situation, how the situations and how people perceive towards each other, and that is something really, really amazing throughout. And that is what I believe in. I'm giving you an example. I was involved with a company prior to this current job, and there were a lot of negative situations just because of uh, the superior manager, because he was very negative, and he like putting people in difficulties, and situations like which is actually he trapped them. That is what I observed in that particular organization. See, a good leader defines your job specification or your key responsibility areas. So that is what I think. Expectations up to a certain level is like perfectly fine. Otherwise, there are a lot of negative aspects down the line, because we need to understand this, right? People are there for you. People do care for you. At the end of the day, organizations having certain goals or ambitions, or vision and mission. But what I believe in, do not put so much emphasis on these new recruits or freshers, right? Avoid questions. You should never avoid the questions raised by the new employee. See, what I believe in, if you join a new organization or a company or any workplace, you should never avoid the questions raised by the new employee. Reason being that people having some concerns, then it's your moral responsibility, it's your job to tackle those questions or answer those questions. Otherwise, what happened down the line? A lot of negativity follows throughout this entire process, because is someone is willing to join your company or organization. He or she will put their not 100% but 200%. What I believe in. So it's your job, it's your responsibility to tell them, to encourage them, to motivate them, so that they can give their 100% or more than that in their specific job specifications. Because you may also have to explain the same things over and over again. You should not get irritated by it. Always remember, an employee asking too many questions to avoid making mistakes. Better than an employee not asking questions and making mistakes. See, mistakes are good, but repeating the same mistakes time and again, that is like a heinous crime, what I believe. So throughout this entire process, you should you should always, always remember, never ever taken granted any questionnaire from the new employee side, because it will create a rapport that you have providing some clarity over the period of time. Otherwise, people are not going to interested in your lectures and talks throughout this entire process. You need to understand this basic concept. You need to clarify the doubts. You need to provide positive affirmations or solutions to the new employee throughout. Otherwise, there will be a lot of negativity and a lot of hustle and bustle. So that is what I believe in. And if someone is asking questions, that means he or she is interested, right? Throughout. Otherwise, why people are asking questions, why they are not having this and that kind of clarity. So that is what HR role is all about, right? You need to you need to give answers. You need to provide the solutions. And what else? What the most important basic ingredient being at a good HR of a company is to provide valuable inputs to the employees, to the new joinees. So that is something, a win-win situation, and that has to be followed rigorously and religiously. Forgo formalities when you hire a new employee. Make sure the proper formalities are in order. You should complete all the paperwork regarding the recruitment before introducing the employee to his or her team. If all the paperwork is in order, it will ensure that employee knows about every policy of the company related to HR. Confidentiality, these are chances of breaching in terms either accidentally or willingly very low. Because important thing is that whatever formalities has been done or might be going to done, that has to create a positive impact down the line, right? Before introducing this new recruit to the team, ensure that every single formality has been done. Like for example, the paper formalities, the other formalities, all the paperwork regarding recruitment or technical recruitment or like any other degree or diploma, that has to be, because job specification has to be maintained in proper format. So that's something really, really, playing a very crucial role throughout. Because what I believe in, there are less ambiguity if you are following a proper procedure. Because what I believe in, uh, you can also avoid hassle-free recruitment. You can also avoid the fraud and forgery. Someone has having this kind of mentality, so they will be chucked out in the same process, and they will be scrutinized throughout. So that is very important. The formalities has to be completed or done. That's something really, really amazing at the end of the day. And something that has to be put on board while giving and receiving the paperwork or the documents, because documents are playing a very crucial role throughout. Forget to train. Last, but as usual, not the least, you should make sure that the new recruit is properly trained by his or her immediate manager. You should seek constant feedback of the new recruit about how he or she is finding the organization. This will help you to know if the new recruit has any issues, and you will be able to fix them before the new recruit to quit the job. See, for example, there are a lot of jobs where the new employees or the new recruit has been taught before actually putting on the production floor. So that is what very important aspect throughout. You need to train them that this is the job profile, and that is how you complete your task on daily basis. Like these are certain do's and don'ts. So that is what something really relevant and something really positive about this uh, recruitment process. Because if the formalities has been done and the new recruit already joined, the next second step is very important. That is something uh, this training has to provide very positively. If there is a negativity, and this negativity has to be cut down or like eliminated with the help of training, because what happened down the line throughout, there are a lot of new team building exercises. People are juggling each other, people are mingling with each other. So that is what I believe in. People tend to work with each other if they are interested, and that has to be created by the work environment, a good boss, a good leader. That is what something really important. Otherwise, people having this negative approach, and they might be quit the job and switching the jobs very frequently. So organizations has to or must follow this footsteps or guidelines, because what happened down the line, people do not providing feedbacks. At least you provide a valuable feedback to all the uh, new recruits if they are selected or if they are not selected. So because it will create a positive aura for the environment outside the organization, in the market itself. Because we need to understand this basic concept. Recruitment is negative process, but selection is positive process. Reason being that a particular chunk has been selected and then moved forward for further process of uh, you know documentation and training purposes. That is something really really important, and at the end of the day, that's playing a very crucial in the uh, building or creating a rapid of this particular organization in the market. So thank you so much